I have a bookmarker. Ice maker. Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany, and today we are canning mustard. Water bath canning mustard. On this beautiful, lovely, cloudy afternoon, we are making Oktoberfest beer mustard. That's right, you heard me, beer mustard. I'm getting today's recipe out of our Ball Book of Home Preserving, and it is on page 274 if you want to read along. Today we are doing a double batch. So what I'm reading out to you is the measurements for a double batch. I'm gonna tell you how. You can slice this recipe in half, no problem. In a saucepan, you are going to put in 3 cups of beer. Today I'm using a mixture, mostly Guinness with a little bit of a Japanese beer as well. 2 cups of brown mustard seeds. Bring this to a boil over medium-high heat. Remove it from the heat, cover it up, and let it stand for about 2 hours. By this time, it will be back down to room temperature and the seeds will have absorbed the moisture. After this, you're going to go ahead and bust out your blender or food processor. Puree the seeds with any remaining liquid until almost all of the seeds are chopped. You want to retain a slightly seedy texture. Transfer this mixture into a saucepan. Whisk in 2 cups of water, 1 cup of malt vinegar, 1 cup of lightly packed brown sugar, half a cup of dry mustard, and 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Bring this to a boil over high heat, stirring constantly. Reduce to a medium heat and boil gently, stirring frequently, until the volume has reduced by 1/3. This should take about 15 minutes. Right, now it's time to go ahead and put it in our jars. I'm using both 1/2 pint and 1/4 pint jars, and we're going to process them both for the same amount of time. But then we're going to fill them up to a 1/4 inch headspace, which is at the bottom of this first thread right here. I'm just going to use a spoon for this, honestly, because I don't think a ladle is necessary. I ended up with 4 1/2 pints and 4 1/4 pints, plus this guy. I don't have another little jar. Maybe I do. Hold on, let me go look. No, I don't. So I'm just going to end up putting this little halfer in the refrigerator. That's okay. And now we are going to make sure that we thoroughly clean our rims. Let's put on our lids. We're gonna put on our rings. We're gonna make sure that they are fingertip tight. Now we've put them in the hot canner. Hot mustard into a hot canner. we're gonna let this come back up to a full rolling boil, and we're going to process it for a full 15 minutes. I think we need to do a taste test. Still super, super grainy. Next time I will blend it longer, but that's okay. Wow. That's strong. Strong, strong, strong. I think this is definitely one of those things that's going to improve with time as it sits on the pantry shelf. But it's good. I can taste a lot of the Guinness flavor. It's kind of bitter. I know that there is some sugar in this, but it's really not much. A lot of the ones that you find in the grocery store have so much sugar in them, so it's not the one that you're used to having for sure. But it looks a lot more grainy than it tastes. Like the seeds are quite soft. So that's nice. That's nice. It's still a grainy texture. It's a homemade version of Grey Poupon. Pardon me, sir. Do you have any Grey Poupon? And that's it. It's as easy as that. Honestly, that was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. I do think that this recipe will improve with time as it sits on the shelf and we just take off one little jar at a time. I'm looking forward to trying it a few months down the road. I'm also excited for how pretty it's gonna look on my pantry shelf. That's gonna do it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Hamakua Homestead. I'll see you again soon.